State education leaders have taken action to make public schools safer by mandating school systems share information about students with serious criminal records. This happened as Project Baltimore's Chris Papst continues to try to get answers from a Baltimore City judge who many feel issued a ruling that put student safety at risk.
Project Baltimore went to the Baltimore City Juvenile Justice Center to try to speak with Judge Charles Bloomquist. Cameras are not allowed inside. We can't show you what happened, but we weren't there long.
So, Chris, what happened?
The security guard came down and he told us that this is where Judge Bloomquist's office is, but he's not going to be here today. He's not going to be here tomorrow. So we did leave a message that we're trying to get a hold of Judge Bloomquist, and we're just going to have to come back.
We've been trying to speak with Judge Bloomquist for weeks to ask questions about a recent ruling of his that many believe puts public safety at risk.
That is a problem.
Parents are saying, what the hell?
You're putting kids in danger.
Yep.
I think it's very irresponsible on his part.
Judge Bloomquist, in early January, ended probation for a juvenile sex offender who had pleaded to multiple sex offenses, including second-degree rape. That decision by the judge removed the teen from the juvenile sex offender registry, allowing him to return to school in person. For the past year, the teen had been enrolled in Baltimore City's virtual learning program, where he is not around other students. Many feel Judge Bloomquist's decision to end probation for a juvenile rapist after just 1 year jeopardizes student safety. But so far, Judge Bloomquist, who was elected in 2022, has refused to speak with us. According to sources familiar with the case, when Judge Bloomquist ended probation for the juvenile, it was at the request of the public defender's office, who argued the sex offender was not doing well in virtual learning and wanted to return to class with other students. Sources say that juvenile will soon attempt to return to school in person. But if that happens, then what? In an email, City Schools explained to Fox 45 News, the district is able to adopt other measures to ensure the safety of the school community if a student is no longer on the juvenile registry. This means City Schools, by law, cannot stop the juvenile from returning to in-person learning, but it can provide safety accommodations if needed, such as extra security. And if the juvenile offender transfers outside of Baltimore City, his new school system must now be alerted, following action just taken by the Maryland State Department of Education under Board President Dr. Joshua Michael.
When we became aware of this issue and how this specific matter, could play out in practice, we took action to make the change.
Officially calling the meeting to order.
The state board on Tuesday unanimously passed a regulation mandating school system administrators alert other districts if a student who committed what is known as a reportable offense transfers. And second-degree rape is a reportable offense.
This provision ensures that they have all of that necessary information upon a student transfer.
In October, State Superintendent of Schools Dr. Carrie Wright issued guidance directing school leadership statewide to share information about students with criminal records. But now, with this vote, that guidance becomes state regulation, meaning it carries the force of law. If a district violates the regulation, the state could withhold funding.
Our goal is to make sure the kids are safe. I mean, that's the bottom line, and that parents can feel that their kids are going to be safe.
MSDE's new regulation only applies to notification of school leadership. If the sex offender returns to in-person learning, parents and students will not be informed because the student is still a juvenile and records are sealed. Also, MSDE's regulation mandating that districts share information if a student with a criminal record transfers does not apply to the notification of private schools. We will keep you updated on our continued efforts to speak with Judge Bloomquist. I'm Chris Papst, and this is Project Baltimore. I'm Chris Papst. Thanks for watching. Here's another story to watch. Also, if you have a story idea, please send us a message.